Hello, Plant the Moon judges. We are the LHS Lunartics.
So, our team consists of Gabriel Tell, Roland Soriano, Alex Winnock, Levon Holloman, Colin Mariano, Saka Manalai, and Nicholas Zafra.
All right, so what is Plant the Moon? The main goal of the Plant the Moon Challenge is to conduct an experiment to assist NASA and researchers in identifying optimal crops for lunar environments. The focus is on determining parameters that maximize crop yield while minimizing the mass required from Earth for cultivation.
Now, let's take a look at our timeline. We start with experimental design, where we selected certain crops suitable for lunar conditions and designed experiments to assess crop performance in simulated lunar regolith. Then, we collected the experiment where we cultivated select crops in simulated lunar soil, monitored and recorded growth metrics, including yield and resource consumption, and implemented control variables to isolate the impact of specific parameters. Next, we have data analysis, where we analyzed experiment results to identify crops with optimal growth and determine parameters that enhance crop yield while minimizing reliance on Earth derived resources. Lastly, communication of results. We summarized findings and recommend crops for lunar cultivation, provided insights into key parameters including crop success, and contributed valuable data to ongoing research for sustainable space agriculture.
So, what does our process look like? Our approach involves utilizing 10 pots, 6 with bok choy seeds, and 4 with radish seeds. Each set of pods followed a distinct composition, varying in the concentration of soil and lunar simulant supplied by NASA. One pot had 100% soil, 0% simulant as our control, 75% simulant, and 25% soil, and 50% simulant and 50% soil. All bok choy seeds had a replant, creating 3 extra pots, and also this only the 75% simulant and 25% soil concentration had a replant for the radish seeds. All pots will be kept in the same lighting conditions, 12 hours on, 12 hours off, and pots will be rotated each week to ensure that the position in the growth space would not be considered as a confounding variable.
These types of seeds matter because bok choy and radishes show promise for lunar agriculture, offering rapid growth, nutrient density, and flexibility to lunar challenges. Success requires innovative techniques and ongoing research to optimize growth for sustainable lunar habitats.
Right, so this is the initial growth of the radishes, and including the replant.
And these are the initial growths of the bok choy, including our replants.
And this is the final plant growth documentation.
So here on the left, we have our final growth of radish plants in the 100% soil, and then to the right, we have our final growth of the radish plants in 50 and 50. You can see the difference here.
All right. So image 3 on the left shows the final growth of the 25% soil and the 75% concentration of the radish plants. And then image 4 shows the replant of the radish plants and the final growth of that.
And now we have the final growth of our bok choy plants in 100% soil to the left, and to the right, we have our final growth of the bok choy plants in the 50 soil and 50 lunar simulant. Uh, Also, you can see the slight difference.
In the image to the left, you can see the final growth of the bok choy plants in the 25% soil and the 75% lunar simulant. And to the right, you can see the replant of the 100% soil of the bok choy.
And now to the left, we have our final growth of bok choy replant in 50% soil and 50% lunar simulant. And to the right, we have our final growth of the bok choy replant in 25% soil and 75% lunar simulant. These were kind of similar.
Okay, and the image to the left is the final growth of all the radish plants, including the replant. And image 12 shows the final growth of all the bok choy plants to the right.
And lastly, we have here a bok choy seed showing growth from one of the bok choy replants in the 25% soil and 75% simulant.
Thank you, NASA, for this wonderful opportunity. We had a great and wonderful time, and hope that next year it's going to be even better.